My dad and I have what you might call a somewhat estranged relationship. He's a very down-to-business, cut-the-shit kind of guy who's obsessed with the harshness of reality. And he reminds me of it every day. In fact, just looking through some of the text messages he sends me, you can kind of get an idea of his character. On January 1, he texted me, "Pay rent." A few days later, he texted me, "I put some money in your bank account, Andrew. Use this for a CTA pass, not cigarettes." And then he texted me recently, "Remember, Andrew, a Facebook page can either help you get a job or keep you from getting one. You might want to rethink that picture you just posted." I have to share with you the text message he sent me just a few days ago. I was telling him all about my roommates and our New Year's resolution to do P90X every day, which hasn't been going very well. And he responded, "Andrew, getting a job and keeping it will make P90X look like a walk in the park. Remember, reality rules. God owns reality." He texts nothing like my mom, who sends me messages like, "Good morning, Andrew. Love you." "How's the weather in Chicago? Love you." "Did you see that cute picture of the flower arrangement I posted on Pinterest? Love you."
I prepare for my new lifestyle like I am preparing for the end of days. The first day or two, my plan is executed with grace. I eat a salad in the morning and I run a mile. I lose 2 pounds in a day. And I start to have some swagger. I see other skinny, athletic people on the L and we lock eyes. We understand each other. Yes.
All of my earliest memories in life begin in San Jose. That place is awesome. When we lived out there, we became true outdoors type people. It's located in the Silicon Valley. We would drive through the mountains. We would ride out to Yosemite National Park to go camping a few times a year. And every weekend, we would hit up the beach. By the time I hit kindergarten, I was a seasoned surfer. That place was like my Emerald City. When I was 9 years old, my mom got a little homesick, so we moved back to Indianapolis, Indiana. And as soon as I got off the plane, my cousin Sierra, who's a year younger than me, she wasted no time in letting me know that I was no longer a beach boy. She goes, "Look, you were born here. That makes you a Hoosier." "A what?" She goes, "Look, if you want to make any friends here, you don't surf. Here you are black. Here you play basketball. Got it?"
Wasn't until Abstinence Day that things got really exciting. This was the day your teacher was replaced by Patrick Eads. Patrick Eads is an abstinence legend in the state of Georgia. I'm pretty sure more people know his name than the name of the current governor. When he's not teaching abstinence to young adults, Patrick Eads runs the Safeway House, a Christian center for teens who feel they cannot go home for one reason or another. I am having the best sex of my life. Eads would start every class like this. I am having the most amazing sex ever. And do you know why? As we got older, we stopped responding to this question. His lecture never varied from year to year. I am having the most amazing sex ever because I waited for my wife to have sex. I am having the best sex of my life because I saved myself for marriage. Eads would then use various metaphors of how you would be used and dirty if you did not save yourself for marriage. His favorite was a bucket of fried chicken versus a white paper napkin. Wow.
About 4 days into my cross-country trip, I made the last-second decision to pull off the road and take my 500th photo of a mountain in Colorado. It wasn't even an interesting mountain, and would have been a way less interesting photo. But I had just come from Utah, where all the highways are punctuated with lovely little paved turnouts for all your happy snapping pleasure. The turnouts are not paved in Colorado all the time. And I came off the 2-inch lip of the tarmac and hit the gravel, and the bike instantly popped out from between my legs. I'm not even sure I really hit the ground. It kind of felt like being in one of those cartoons where the vehicle suddenly disappears from beneath you and you're left running on the road.
I haven't forgotten what my x-rays look like, because you can't forget the vision of 12 screws holding your arm together. They don't even look like medical screws. They look like something from fucking Home Depot. The doctor kind of wandered in and was like, asked one of those guys in the orange aprons, like, I'm looking for some screws. Something like, I don't know, 1/2 inch, 3/4. You know, I just really, whatever's fine. I gotta hurry, my patient's bleeding all over the time.
And that is why Tucker and I's dads found themselves stationed at the American Embassy there in Bahrain. Now, Tucker explained that my first camping trip would be a breeze. He had been camping several times in his 3 years in Bahrain, and he explained it to me very simply. His driver would drive us out to the middle of the desert. We would save our coordinates in the middle of the desert on a GPS. We would give that GPS back to his driver, who would take it home, give it to Tucker's dad, and in 3 days' time, his dad would pick us up at those exact same coordinates. Now, Tucker always talked a good game.
I decided to be brave and go anyway, but then almost changed my mind when I couldn't figure out what to wear. I know that's sad, but I was going to a bar I had never been to before with people I didn't know and with a girl that I wanted to like me. I finally called Kate under the guise of telling her my friend had canceled so I could ask her what she was wearing without seeming too pathetic. She wasn't sure yet, but said the French girls were wearing bustiers and jeans. Well, now I felt better.